What's up, folks? It's Jake here. Just wanted to get on here today and talk to you a little bit about my process with writing, recording, and releasing songs in 2025. This is something that I have a handful of thoughts about. It's a very, involved thing to write, record, and release music as a independent or DIY artist in 2025. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today, is kind of the DIY side of things, the folks that are, writing their own songs, recording them at home, and then kind of uploading them into the streaming world, kind of all on their own. It can be such a hard thing to cross the finish line, I think, whenever you are the only person in charge of if something gets finished or not. And so I just want to talk a little bit about how to make that easier on yourself. For starters, I think the most important thing when it comes to putting music into the world is making sure that you have a good song. Write your best song and then write 4 more. What you think is your best might not actually be your best. I think staying in practice in that way and trying to always outdo yourself with even just the writing process on the front end is going to allow it to be more fun and quick whenever you get to the recording process. Because if you actually have a great song, then putting things around it and building production is going to be a lot easier. Second of all, before you go into production world, think about what you want the song to sound like produced. Think about the elements that you want to be in the song. Do you want it to have drums? Do you want it to have bass? Do you want it to have piano? Do you want it to have string section? Think about those things. Make your list of the things that you need to capture to make the song sound the way that you want it to sound like. And then start working through those things. Checking boxes. Treat it like clockwork to some degree. If you get to a point where you say, I've got all the elements that I need, something's still missing, I'm not so satisfied with this part that I recorded myself, or I don't think that what I drew up is what I actually need, maybe try to employ a friend that you trust to come in and try something on the song alongside you. Figure out who you trust as a collaborator with your songs and invite collaboration where you feel like it's needed. Now, in opposition to that, I would say if you feel like a song is in a good spot and almost done in that last 80 to 90%, I would not invite someone in to listen to the track if you're excited about it already, just to listen to it. If you're not asking someone to collaborate or add something to take it across the finish line, late in the process, I would say try and get to 100% or 110% before you just start going and showing people the song. There have been instances where I've really been excited about a song and I've shown it to someone and they have not been as excited about it as I am. And then it gets me less excited about it, and it puts a hiccup in my process, and I don't like when that happens. So I would advise against that. Just stay excited about it yourself, or develop a network of people that are going to be encouraging. I like honesty rather than constant encouragement, and that's why if I'm already excited about something, I just try to stay excited about it. Being your own best fan is what you should be. You should be able to be excited about your stuff if you're executing. Lastly, I would say just keep showing up every day, that you can. Open the project file if you haven't finished the song yet and say, where are we at? What do I need to do with this? And if you can't think of anything and you're really just saying, maybe this is done, then take a couple days away from it and give yourself room to breathe on the song and to let it marinate, and come back in a couple days and open it and say, what could I add or what could I take away? And if there's not anything immediately glaring, then maybe just work on another song, write or record something else, you know. I think staying in practice and continuing to write in the midst of recording helps me remember that like recording is just one element of making and putting out songs. I love when I am at the end of a recording process and I see myself start to write a lot of great new material that I'm excited about, and then I get less excited about the stuff that I'm currently recording, because to me that means that I've outdone myself. And I think that's all I'm trying to do anytime I am showing back up to make art or to make music, is I'm trying to outdo whatever it was I did the time before. I just want to see growth, and I want to see excitement in the future. I don't want to ever think to myself, oh, I've made the best thing I'll ever make. And I think the way that you avoid that is by showing back up every day and trying to use what you know and learn what you don't yet, and keep people around you that are smarter than you, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I think that's honestly the most important thing about finishing. But yeah, those are some of my thoughts and practical tips about how to finish a song. And people say when you know, and I really don't think that's true. I think songs get abandoned, and I think that's another thing people say is songs don't get finished, they get abandoned. And I think that's true, and that's kind of what I'm saying with the new material thing, is like I get to a point where I say I'd be willing to show this to someone, and I think that if I did show this to someone, they might be excited about it and be proud of me, or be proud of what I've made. And that's when I choose to let things go. So that's all I got for you today. Let me know if you liked this video by liking it below. Subscribe if you enjoyed this and these thoughts at any point. And thanks for watching if you got this far. We'll do another video here soon. Let me know what you want to hear about down below. Peace. That'll be good.